Welcome to the Trading Daddies podcast, hosted by yours truly, Nico Reyes, and my awesome co-host.
What up, daddies and mommies?
Daddies and mommies.
Here.
We are all inclusive now. Tefleezy fo sheezy in the heezy, making that measy.
Hey, we're not forgetting the mommies.
No, we can never forget about the mommies, because without the mommies, there won't be daddies.
What?
No, think about it. If there's no mommies, you can't be a daddy. Like, you need two to create.
You can still be a mommy without the daddy.
You can adopt, I get it. But in order to create...
That's why there's baby daddies.
No, I mean, I get it. But in order to make the life.
Imagine if our show was named Trading Baby Daddies. No, that's just wrong. That's just wrong.
But how would that work, though? How do you see that working? Like, let's just say hypothetically, right? Hypothetically, we actually thought about it and said, you know what? We're gonna be trading baby daddies.
Don't sound right.
Would we need to be divorcees?
Shit. Like, for how?
Because essentially, if that were the case, we're both baby daddies at that point, and we would need to, we would have started the podcast as trading baby daddies. But still weird. It doesn't sound right.
It's not right. Not right at all.
It doesn't sound right. So everybody, stay in your relationship. You know how hard it is to start over? Bro, dude, I'm telling you right now, like, I love my wife dearly. I love her to death, right? But I can't imagine myself starting over.
Yeah, me too.
Right? Like the sheer idea that I need to get back out there.
I'd be lost, bro.
I'd be annoyed.
Who's gonna do my laundry? All right.
Right? I'm gonna be annoyed. And speaking of that, congratulations to whoever played Match.com earnings. And you guys are in for a good payday tomorrow.
MTCH ran 10%. They killed earnings.
I mean, people are still finding love online, my guy.
But you know who else killed earnings?
Qualcomm.
QCOM. Ticker symbol QCOM. Mentioned it. Halloween. Everything else was
October spectacular.
Yeah, everything else was boo-boo in this week. QCOM was the one that we needed to watch because they will be producing the chips for the Apple iPhone 13.
And sadly, I didn't watch it because I was consumed by watching the polls.
Oh, what a big day today.
Definitely a big day. I mean, I think everybody is on edge right now. Everybody's watching the polls. Me personally, my guy, I would rather watch a different poll. The good poll. You know what I mean? The Gold Club polls. That's a good poll.
Hey, do they still have $5 chicken at
Gold Club?
Do they?
Did they ever have $5 chicken at Gold Club?
My sister used to go to just to get chicken. Right, whatever.
Dude, I remember this one story, bro. Like, I had a coworker, and my coworker goes, "Dude, I'm getting a divorce," and I'm like, "Why?" Because my wife found out that I go to strip clubs in the afternoon.
Like matinee?
Like the B team. Like,
is it cheap?
If you go to a strip club at night, there's like prime time. But who mans the polls during like the hours of lunchtime to, let's say, 4:30 is like the early bird special, right? But like, is that the B team? Is that a B team?
Matinee.
Matinee? Is that like who is that, like, in training?
Oh, the trainees.
The trainees. But if that's the case, then who handles the morning shift?
The B team.
The B team.
Early bird special.
The early bird special. So yeah, so how she found out was like, I guess that he said that he was going to go to work or whatever, and then he ended up at the strip club, and then he was eating like wings. But his wife was also at a bachelorette like party or whatever, and her party ended up going to the same strip club.
Oh my god!
Like going to the same strip club. So it was like that Spider-Man scenario. They were like this.
What is going on upstairs?
I know. What is going on upstairs? Is everything okay?
We're good. Hold on.
Trading Daddies live in effect.
Hold on. Carry on.
So I'm gonna do a play-by-play for you guys. John just left to check on the kids real quick, and
Nah, she's crying again.
ah.
I just want to let you know that I'm having a hard time with my 2-year-old. She just wants attention.
Is she 2?
She's going to turn 3 in 2 weeks. So
is she a daddy's girl?
She looks like a 5-year-old.
Like built.
She's hefty and big and tall. Yeah, for her age.
Sack of rice.
It's that no, it's like a sack of bricks.
Oh,
yeah. We have a short day today.
Fairly short, yeah. It is a Wednesday. We just want to talk about our week so far. Me personally, I mean, I'm having a pretty okay week. I rode the UVXY plays for the first 2 days because I was preparing for more volatility when it came down to equities. That trade didn't really pan out as I hoped, but luckily, shout out to Gabe. He taught me how to do some spreads on options to minimize my loss. So I'm happy, and all my long positions have been really good. I got into AMD on Monday. We saw a pop today, sold that for a nice, cool, $700 profit. I'm still in Neo. My calls are now 200+% up. So
damn. What's your
I'm
call?
super excited about that. What's up?
What's your strike on that one?
30.
You're way above.
I'm way above, but my expiration is still January, so expect me to hold that for a bit. I am trying this new strategy for my portfolio is to not overtrade and make sure that I have 50% cash on hand in order for me to maneuver and react to the market conditions and try to find opportunities rather than sitting on my hands and hoping for the best. But I think I'm going to get better pretty soon in that regard. I did get into XPEV for an overnight swing because there was some strength coming into today, and I still have Palantir.
That's it.
That's it.
Well,
I have 3 positions, and I'm holding on to those.
I have. I still have all of my lotto calls. They actually recovered a lot, but I do want to talk about my long positions and my dividend positions. This week, I didn't really trade at all this week because I just wanted to see how everything was going to unfold. I lied. The only trade that I took was UVXY. The reason being is that Monday we saw huge volatility. That's when I got in, and it was actually a hedge. I played UVXY because going into the elections, there were volatility, which is all over the place. It was up and down. At one point, I was actually up in the green. But since last night, the market jumped actually. When we were watching the futures last night, at first it was down 1.5%, and then ultimately it jumped. NASDAQ was up like almost 5% at one point. So it was a huge fluctuation between, 1.5 minus 1.5 to 5%. What I want to talk about first would be dividends and why it's super important during like tough times, like the ones that we just had recently. Really, like the past 3 weeks, we saw
2 months.
It was a nice dip for tech. Tech dipped what 20, like almost 20%.
Yeah, almost 20%.
Yeah, what does that mean for your equities? Now, if you're holding a small cap, then you should have been down like at least 30, 40%. If you were holding big caps, then you would have been down 10, 15%. Since I was holding a majority of the big caps, like Microsoft, Apple, Disney, Tesla, yes, my account took a 10, 15% dip. Which kind of hurt short period of time. So, but what alleviated the pain was I had dividends coming in, even though they're small. But if you add them up, it could be some chump change. So I just wanted to bring it to everyone's attention that the reason I got into dividends is because during tough times like these, you still want money coming in, regardless. You still want to get paid. Plus, that feeling of like winning.
Yeah.
It still feels good. Like I posted it on Instagram. AT&T paid $52 in dividends. So that's $52 every 3 months. And then I posted in the past, AGNC pays $52 every month. ARR pays $58 a month. GSK pays about like $42 every 3 months. AT&T pays about $52 every 3 months. Gilead, GILD pays about $48 per 3 months. I also have Disney, Apple, and Microsoft that pays dividends, but they're tiny.
Yeah, they're not. I saw a chart the other day that there was like certain companies that are a little bit more volatile on on a daily or on a monthly basis. They tend to not give out that much in terms of dividends, but like if you see a stock that's boring like AT&T, then yes, they're gonna pay out dividends. I mean, Comcast is a boring stock that doesn't barely move at all. It's pretty solid. It's a stable stock. So if you hold Comcast, you're holding it pretty much for the dividends. I mean, I just got paid like $48 the other day, so I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah, and these amount, yes, $50 a month. What is that? That's like nothing, right? It's like someone's gas a week, right? That's like my gas.
But it adds up.
It does add up. If I do the math, that's like about $2 to $3 grand. Like a year, right? That's free money on top of that. So
yeah,
I mean, you're going to get taxed for it, but where are you going to find $2, $3 grand on the floor? I mean,
exactly. And I just want to touch on the taxes real quick. Is capital gains tax for us retail traders is pretty much the same as income tax. Nothing changes, right? But as we see, I mean, I just checked, the last polling results. There is a higher possibility that Joe actually might win this one. If he does win, right? If he does win, I want to make sure that everybody understands that the tax rate that he's proposing will not kick in until you hit $400,000. Right? Most retail traders, some retail traders hit $400,000, but then again, you're not really getting taxed that extra. Until you hit that 400,000, and that's the only thing that's getting taxed is that extra anything above 400,000. So it's not your entire income that's getting taxed at that 28% tax rate.
Yeah.
Right. So I just want to shoot it out there and let you guys know what that is, so that we're a little bit more well informed and we're not afraid of what's going to be happening moving forward.
Yeah. Going back to the dividends. Again, it's when times are tough, like the past 3 weeks, you still want that money coming in into your account, especially when you're capped out, like you don't have any more funds to trade or whatever. Money coming in is always better. You know, give it a try. Do diversify, like do half dividends, half growth. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to a friend last night. Him and I, we kind of had an argument, and he knows who this is. He listens to our show. Um, every time I bring up dividend stocks, he's like, "Bro, dividend stocks are a waste of time." And I said, "Well, if they're a waste of time, then why are people investing in them?" Because I kind of brought it up how this one portfolio can actually pay off, a house in cash.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, 10 years from now, whatever, or my kid's college fund or
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is, right? So it's like it's a portfolio that I'm not going to touch, and I'm just going to let it compound. The hard part about it is that it's so slow. Like it's slow compared to a growth account. A growth account is what you're focused on. Like let's say the big five. That's your growth account. But when it comes to dividends, it's like watching paint dry.
It takes forever, but you know what?
Yeah.
It's still better than the 1 penny that you're gonna get in your savings account,
Exactly, and
right?
I did brought that up too. I was like, this is way better than putting my money in a checking account and then collect 0.01%, you know every
Yeah, I don't even remember the last time
yeah.
the banks gave that out because I mean, if we're gonna take a look at it, um, I wouldn't say is it fundamentally? If you just take a look at bank stocks in general, they're not doing that well. So do you really expect them to pay you off that 1% interest? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, today, like for example, today alone, bank stocks all took a crap.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
the biggest crapper was Comerica, CMA, ticker symbol. They were down at least like I think almost 10%.
Yeah.
And then the other banks followed suit, like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citi. So
With the wider adaptation of Bitcoin, right? With crypto, right? We could definitely see a world where banking in general, if they don't evolve, if these banks don't evolve and start looking at other types of currencies and trying to cater to the younger generation,
mhm.
they're going to be blown by the wayside because a lot of banks, a lot of, I mean, especially our generation, a lot of us are looking into like online banking,
Technology.
right? Like I have a few friends that don't bank with traditional banks; they bank with Chime,
Hmm.
right? Like so there's a lot more trust now with these online banks, and some of them even take crypto,
Yeah.
right? And there's so many apps right now where you can generate like crypto. It's not going to be as crazy as owning one exact Bitcoin, but it allows you to own fractional, that's technically I like to call it change,
Yeah.
right? Fractional coins. And the more that it's being adapted and the more that we're seeing Bitcoin finally moving back up to pre-bubble pricing, right? Expect that to drive the bank stocks a lot lower. And especially now, if we end up getting more stimulus, me personally, if you're going to ask me if we get more stimulus, I think that majority of the stimulus that we're going to get, it's either going back to the market
Hmm.
or some of them is going to go to crypto.
Hmm. Well, speaking of crypto, for our listeners who are not like familiar with cryptocurrency, and a lot of people aren't, because it's first of all, it's intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is cryptocurrency, right?
When I first heard about it, I thought it was currency that comes back from the dead.
Yeah, crypto. Well, when I first heard about it, I to this day, I'm not 100%, knowledgeable, but I know enough
Mm-hmm.
to understand it, right? But for me to pitch it to someone, I don't think I'm there. I own cryptocurrency. I own
Mhm.
Bitcoin. That's it. No other crap coins. Um, the reason
I think
being,
the general idea is to have a currency that is decentralized.
well, yes. Well, people really don't know what decentralized is.
It's not governed by any government.
Exactly. So they can't put any laws on it. Well, they're trying to tax it now. They can't really govern it, like what you said.
Hmm.
Going back to Bitcoin, we first got bullish into Bitcoin around, was it August? First week August?
August, yeah.
Yeah, that was when Bitcoin was at 10,300, 10,400, I think. So we got into Bitcoin, plus we got into ticker symbol GBTC. That's your ETF that tracks Bitcoin. Today, it just broke 14,000.
Yeah. And GBTC ran up to like 1650 or something like that.
Yeah, and
Right.
so within 2 months, if you had one coin, you would have been up at least 3 grand, easy,
Yeah. Easy.
easy. Three grand in 2 months, easy. Plus, on top of that, if you're holding GBTC, you would have been up at least like 30% minimum.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
shout out to
It's
the
such
ones that got in. Yeah,
do you know what the blend is for GBTC? Is it just Bitcoin or is it like
yeah,
different?
it's Bitcoin. I'm sorry, but there's a certain percentage. When you said blend, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't have it on top of my head, so right now. Uh,
I'm gonna do some research and find out what's actually in that fund
yeah, but
because I think
I think we should do a cryptocurrency episode
we
because
should we should. I think that would be cool.
yeah, because I think it will be out in the future. Believe it or not, I mean it's been in the news. Square purchased I think $50 million worth of Bitcoin
Mm.
last month. PayPal will be integrating cryptocurrency within their platform
It should be
soon.
an exchange.
Yep. So what is that telling you? PayPal is actually, I don't want to say one of the biggest, it's actually the biggest online platform when it comes to sending money. Okay.
Hmm.
It's an online wallet pretty much.
Yeah.
And I use it on the daily, right? I'm a PayPal user. I love the thing because it's so convenient. You can send someone money like in a different country or within a nation, within like seconds.
Do they own Venmo too?
Yep.
They do.
Yep.
So I mean, if you ever say, "Oh, Venmo me something," you're using PayPal,
Exactly.
right? Let me turn on the lights. This is a little too dark for me. Keep going.
No, that's all right. So PayPal will be integrating cryptocurrency within their platform soon. So if you are a PayPal user, they're already putting out ads. Be on the wait list. I signed up for it. So
Oh, there's a sign up sheet.
yeah. So
Oh, I got to do that.
how does PayPal make money off of this? So once you start sending crypto or once you start receiving crypto, they charge you. They will charge you. I haven't looked at the prospectus yet, but they are going to charge you for that transaction fee. Coinbase does it. All of these crypto exchanges, they all do it. Like Coinbase is one of the bigger ones. Okay.
Everybody needs to get a skim off the top for sure.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I use Coinbase as well. Like for you to buy Bitcoin, they charge you.
Yeah.
That's dumb. First of all, like
Mhm.
I'm a believer of cryptocurrency, but Coinbase, I'm not. Like I pulled all my coins out of there, um, and I might be switching over to PayPal because they're more, they're legit.
They're legit. Yeah,
They're
they're
the biggest
legit.
one, yeah.
And I think speaking of PayPal, they did demolish earnings.
They did, but we're also going to talk about earnings real quick because
Mm-hmm.
PayPal did so well, but the market sentiment was bearish that day.
Poo-poo.
That's why they tanked like 5, 6, I think 7.
Yeah. It was last week, right? It was last week. It's crazy.
It was crazy, yeah.
It's crazy.
And one more thing. Today was a very bullish day, right?
Very
What a great day for QCOM to
amazing.
present earnings because they killed their numbers, they killed their their earnings per share revenue. Plus, it was like a 4 and 5% day for NASDAQ, which carried earnings. So that's why they shot up almost 20%. Crazy.
Because investor confidence is back. Investor confidence is back. It's a lot less. It's going to be a lot less more volatile. I mean, people are going to profit take tomorrow morning, but we're back in business for the bull market. I feel we're back in business for the bull market.
What are you what are you looking for 2021 as far as long positions?
As far as long positions, it's always going to be tech. It's always going to be tech. Expect EV to be a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Expect EV to expand, not in just like the names and logos that we'll see. Expect EV to have, how do you say this? More dominance and a more adoption or adoption. More adoption of EVs as the technology gets a lot better. We are going to be going into I'd like to say a more renewable phase in the economy. A lot of the renewable energies are now proven to be a lot more valuable. Look at solar, look at mostly green energy, if anything, really. 5G is going to be an amazing play for sure. As more 5G as more 5G gets built out, expect that 5G applications will get bigger and the technology is going to get crazier. And social media still for sure, like your Facebooks, your Twitters.
You know what I just realized? I talked to you about it last night when I was watching the polls.
The good poll or the bad poll?
The
POLL or POLE?
The election poll. I watched it through YouTube TV. Okay?
Yeah.
And I just realized that Google owns YouTube TV.
Which, I mean, surprisingly, not a lot of people in the investor sphere talk about that. When they think of Google, all they think about is search engine.
Google's huge. It's
huge.
It's a very strong company. They make a lot of money off of revenue. First of all,
they do, but they're saying that YouTube ads, right, is an underutilized sector of their business.
Yeah, and this was my first time using YouTube TV because I didn't even know we had it. But so when I was watching it, they were plugging in commercials and ads. I saw a Chewy commercial.
Chewy, when are they reporting earnings?
That one pissed me off, first of all. But let's talk about my top longs for 2021. Okay. Very bullish on Microsoft. Their cloud side is going to take off.
Oh, speaking of Microsoft, Xbox comes out next week.
Yep.
Watch out for that.
I'm also bullish on Apple, obviously. I am bullish on Disney, not because of their parks. It's because of Disney Plus. Yep. Their streaming is just taking off. Mm-hmm. I didn't add Netflix on the mix because I'm a Disney believer. I think their Disney Plus is gonna carry it. DraftKings, DKNG. Why am I bullish on the gaming sector? Right. It's not even, they don't hold actual, properties. It's an online casino, online betting casino, right? They're huge. One of their biggest clients is MMA. Mm-hmm. Their ads are all over the place. Plus, gaming and online casino just got approved in the ballot. Like a lot of states are up to it. Yeah. I think there's only a handful that didn't approve it.
California still hasn't.
Yeah.
But let me make a case for you though. Let me make a case for you for DraftKings and PANN, who is also the other who owns Barstool
Yep.
Barstool Betting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think of it this way: most gaming stocks, your traditional Wins, Sands, MGM,
Mm-hmm.
right? Caesar, right? Why are their stocks hard to break that 100 mark?
Oh, so I own, so I have calls for Win, Caesar, and MGM. Okay, and these are your actual casinos. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
like yes, Las Vegas is going to take a while for them to recover. The reason I have DraftKings and Penn is because they're online, they're clouds.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
To my point, that's my point exactly. So your traditional casino stocks that have
Infrastructure.
properties,
Yep.
the property management and the people power that the employees that they have to utilize in order for them to deliver that gaming experience that you guys that everybody likes going to Vegas for,
Mhm.
that kind of eats into their profit margins.
Oh yeah.
Now we're going to look at, if we look at DKNG, PENN, since they're all online, their overhead is a lot lower. So in my opinion, in my personal opinion, these are very undervalued stocks still.
Yeah, and the reason I'm making this bet, get it? I'm making this bet is because of the adoption of the different states that just passed it, and I'm making this bet right now because fundamentals are there. The technical side, meaning the chart, yes,
Mm-hmm.
the chart looks great. It's bouncing. It actually bounced today, even though
Yeah.
you keep seeing NFL players, God forbid, keep testing positive for COVID, which is actually bad news for betting sites because
Mm-hmm.
one word that they shut down NFL, that's it. Your entire
That's it.
season is down. Your next 4 or 5 months is just out the window.
Yeah, and the NBA is not starting till December.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, have they finalized December 22nd for?
I think they're voting still.
They're still voting, right? Yeah, they're running out of
Still voting.
time. Also for 2021, Tesla. Okay, I still have my call. I think Tesla's going to have a breakout year next year. They're already delivering, an X amount of vehicles.
I think 500. I think we're not far off from seeing Tesla at 1,000 in the next 6 months.
Yeah, they're going to exceed deliveries by Q4 for sure. But what I want to emphasize on for next year is PayPal, PYPL, QCOM, QCOM, and Google, GOOG. So those three I'm going to be adding into my long portfolio. Reason because we spoke about PayPal, we spoke about QCOM, and Google. It's just I didn't think Google would be in my mix because I didn't utilize YouTube like what we spoke about.
Yeah, but I think just moving forward, I mean, not just because of the election results, right? I think in general we're gonna see. I mean, we've already seen it this past 2 years, but since everything's going online and more work is going online, as long as we don't have a vaccine, these plays are still definitely viable. Like DocuSign ran up today.
All the clouds, actually.
All the clouds, dude. All the clouds ran up today. So more stay-at-home plays. I don't know. Did you catch Peloton today? Peloton?
They're actually reporting earnings. Is it next week?
Are they reporting earnings next week? I don't know, dude.
So I'm not going to play it, but I obviously I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that company. I'm sorry.
I want to know why, though. I want to know why.
It's a damn bike, man. Come on.
It's a damn bike.
Like I can walk up down the stairs. That could be my exercise.
It's a damn bike. like it's a stationary. I got excited. I remember walking into a Peloton store before the pandemic, right?
Uh-huh.
Because in Walnut Creek in California, right, they have a Peloton store. And I tell my wife all the time because I was like, babe, I want a Peloton. She goes, you uppity, that's so snobbish. Why would you get that? Just run. There's no reason for you to spend $1,700 on a bike. And then so I was like, just humor me. Let's go inside, right? And then we walk in there. The guy goes, it's a stationary exercise machine that gives you the ability to join classes and be part of a community. And then so I said, so a bike then. And the guy goes, no, it's more than that. So he really tried to sell me the idea. I know I walked out of there with the idea that I was actually going to get one, bro. They're so good. They're good at selling.
You almost got duped, bro.
Huh?
You almost got duped.
I almost got duped. I almost got Peloton. But other than that, I mean, what else are you looking at for the rest of the week? I mean, dude, we're going into very bullish territory.
That's it. Again, I'm still optimistic about having a bull run after the elections. Stimulus talks.
Ooh.
They're reopening that because Senate's going back. I think tomorrow, right? Thursday.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah. So
I don't know, dude. I'm very bearish on them saying stimulus is going to happen. You know what? You know why? Because now we're trading at levels where we know stimulus isn't happening. So if you tell me that stimulus is back on the table, obviously we're going to see another bull. But what if those talks fall apart? Am I gonna hold on for dear life again? Like, I can't handle this. I don't want to live in the world where my portfolio is up 5% one day and then down 20% the next. It's a terrible feeling. It's a terrible feeling. So if they are going to talk about stimulus, I would rather it be done after the inauguration.
But they said by end of the year.
Not gonna happen, dude.
Right? It's like we're gonna have it done Monday. It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. You gave me 72 hours to get this done. You're in like 800 hours. Like, there's no way for you to get this done. And let's think about it this way, right? If Donald Trump does win, right? If Donald Trump wins, stimulus can be on the table.
He did say
possible.
He did
possible.
He promised he would be breaking a huge promise.
Possible.
Yeah.
But if he loses, he's not gonna give us anything. Book that. That's where I feel about it.
Not until February, probably.
Not until February. We're not gonna get any stimulus. We're not gonna get. I don't expect any type of help if he doesn't win the election. So be prepared. UVXY all day.
At this point, I gave up on UVXY, so I just went on with my longs because we already saw the reaction.
Yeah, we saw the reaction. I think, everybody was scared going into the elections. Luckily, it was priced in for the first, it was priced in last week. We got, everything was priced in going into yesterday, and I'm kind of excited that, we're back into a green territory and we could resume our normal programming without having any type of fear. Spooktober is officially over and I'm excited for it.
Yep. So next year, we know what to do. Spooktober is real.
Spooktober is real. September is real. Spooktober is real. Right? But everything else, we saw a good bull run, especially, dude, think about it this way. I see Q4 as a very positive quarter.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
Right. As a first year investor, that's my outlook. And correct me if I'm wrong. You've seen this numerous times. I'm pretty sure, but Q4 usually is a fun month. It's a fun quarter. So we'll find the opportunities for you guys. We'll give you guys an opportunity to hop on. But before we go, we want to say thank you again, each and every one of you guys, for listening to us. We just want to send out another invite to our Discord. The link is in our bios. If you go through the Trading Daddies website, tradingdaddies.com, the link for the Discord is there. Please join us. It is for the free. For those who don't understand what free means, it's free 99.
Free information, free charts, free.
It's a lot of fun. We do talk talk a whole bunch in there about random stuff too, and it's fun to trade as a community. I mean, we're on there constantly. I mean, you'll see us pop in and out, but when markets open, we're always on there. As mentioned earlier, tradingdaddies.com. Please peep it out, look at it. And we have a 20% code still going on, and the code is Teflon John, TEFLONJOHN, for 20% off your purchase. Please, hop in, grab some stuff, and just to let you guys know, we are looking for a charity. 10% of our proceeds will go to that charity for the month of November. So, do something, buy some cool stuff, but also help out a charity. It's going to go towards a great cause. But other than that, do you have anything else, my guy?
That's it.
That's it. So we'll see you guys on the next episode, and let's get trading.
Yeet.